I'd like to thank Listenwise for sponsoring today's video. You can find links to all the stuff that I'm talking about in the description box below. Today I want to talk about what it means to be a hero. But first, I thought I'd ask students, who is your hero and why? Stand front and center.
Who to me is a hero? My sister's a hero. She is raising 2 children, one with autism and doesn't speak to her. She's doing an amazing job. So I don't know if I can do it, but she's doing a great job. So that's my hero.
I just want to say that Fletch used to be my student and now he's my colleague.
Yes, you know, taking shots together.
I'll say my grandpa is a hero to me because he taught me a lot of things when I was growing up, even though I didn't have like an adult figure in my life to teach me those things, and it was only my mom. So I'll say those 2 people, my mom and my grandpa, because of the way they, raised me,
All right, as cheesy as it may sound, my hero would be my mom, because she raised me by herself, no help. And look where I am today. I'm in Boys Life. It's a pretty good school.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Good, man. Good answer. We better lower it for you.
Yo, it's right
You gotta
here.
bring it down so you look tall. There you go, buddy.
Okay. My hero is my mother. She raises 2 kids on her own, where my dad is somewhere else, doing a good job with his other kids and with us. My hero is my mom. She take care of us with one job, try to provide everything that we want and what we need. Yeah, look up to my mom.
Good answer, man.
I'll just say my whole family for the most part, because whatever I go through, I know they always got me. Like, I could do something stupid, they always there. But I try not to do dumb stuff, but yeah, I feel like my whole family got me always.
I've tried to shoot this video no less than 6 times already, but I constantly get this, like on multiple days where I had multiple outfits on, where I've started the video the same way, but it's just not happened yet. So we're gonna jump into this, and hopefully this is the time. Every year we read the Odyssey. It's part of our 9th grade literature curriculum. I've talked about it a ton of times before, but this year we thought we'd take a slightly different approach in talking about Joseph Campbell's idea of the hero's journey, right? So from when a hero begins their journey to when they go through all these trials and tribulations to the moment where they come out a hero, we thought it might be interesting to, first look at our book the way that we always do, looking at things like, well, what makes people heroic in the book? And who is the hero of the Odyssey? Is it Odysseus? Is it in fact Penelope, his wife? Is it Telemachus, his son? Or any number of the other cast of characters that are a part of the book? And so in looking at that, we started looking at, well, what does it really mean to be a hero? And then typically we take it to the next step, which is who's a hero in popular culture, right? So we look at things like movies and TV shows, anyone from Iron Man to Spider-Man to the Hulk, who are kind of these quintessential heroes in culture. But then I was thinking about how can we connect this to like the modern world and people that are actually out in the world. And when I started looking stuff up for that, I went on Listenwise's website and I just typed in hero. And the thing that I love about this is this is a platform that allows you to you can type in any idea that you have. You're thinking about something, you're wondering about something, a student asks about something, you're trying to connect things to their life or cross curriculum, and you can find a ton of resources. So I type in hero and I come upon an interview that was done called What Makes a Hero? And it's with the author of the book, The Dangerous Book for Boys. And this is a book that I have in my classroom. I've had it in here for years. And just the cover alone is so cool. And I'd show it to you now in real life, but it's borrowed. And there's another version of this book called A Dangerous Book for Girls. But for our classroom, this book, Dangerous Book for Boys, is really fascinating because what it does is just that. It finds heroes in modern culture that the author is making the case for the fact that they are heroes. So folks like George Washington, Florence Nightingale, Houdini, the passengers from Flight 93, it is making the case that these folks are heroes and then walks through why they are. And here's how Listenwise is actually really enhancing my students' learning experience. I know for myself, and I know for many of you, it is such an issue to come up with lesson plans sometimes that are able to help you scaffold the lesson, that help you to differentiate what you're doing, to help you to create real world connections, and that stop you from having to recreate the wheel, meaning making a lesson out of nothing for your class that's gonna be next level, and it's gonna help you to help your students find the success that they are due. And Listenwise is one of those platforms that does that. It allows you to do all of those things and more, and there's stuff on everything on their website. So whether you're looking for a short lesson that's gonna help you to get your students through the quarter or the trimester, whether you're looking for something that's just gonna take what you're already learning to the next level, or to give it some real world context, Listenwise is a really great platform. The other piece that I love is that there is an audio piece and a written piece. So for my students that are performing on lower reading levels or students that are dyslexic, that audio piece is there to support them as they grow. So then this lesson actually spawned another idea that we're gonna do a little bit later in the year, because I don't quite have the time right now, but I wanted my students to look into heroes in their own lives. The idea here is that students are going to take a look at who's a hero in their own life. So whether it's your mom, your grandmom, your uncle, your friend's dad, your coach, your mentor, your kindergarten teacher, students are going to be able to take this model, Joseph Campbell's model of the hero's journey, and connect that to someone that they think is a hero in their own lives. So that's something we're gonna do later in the year. We're gonna create a project out of it, possibly a podcast out of it, that's gonna allow students to interview those individuals and to then make the case as to why they're heroes, and I'll keep you posted as we get to that part of the lesson. If you have any further questions, you can please leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to answer them. And I'd like to thank our friends at Listenwise for sponsoring this video. You can find everything else about Listenwise right at listenwise.com. And that's it, gang. Peace.